Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's day 35 of the 75 Hard Challenge, and I'm thrilled to have you here with me. These past few days have been filled with some intense workouts, self-reflection, and a relentless commitment to my goals. Today I want to share some valuable insights that I've gained on my journey. Over the past few weeks, I've noticed a significant shift in my mindset. Day 35 has brought a deeper understanding of the mental game involved in achieving success. It's not about just the physical aspects, but really more importantly, the mental aspects and the mindset and mind shifts that you have to make to be successful on this challenge. And that's really what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you for a moment about a particular challenge that I have this week while on the 75 Hard Challenge. If you recall, I guess last video, day 28 or so, I had brought up that I was going to start lifting weights again. I've done all my workouts thus far with only one weightlifting routine so far. So on Tuesday of last week, I decided to go ahead and lift weights, and I did so, and I pulled my back. I had a motorcycle injury many years ago, and it comes and goes. It affects me from time to time, usually when I'm lifting weights. And of course, that's exactly what happened. So I was doing some barbell rows. And I don't know if I had bad form or too much weight, probably a little bit of both. And I felt it. First set, a little bit of pain. Second set, a lot of pain. So I went ahead and switched up and went to barbell rows or dumbbell rows. I was doing barbell rows. I switched to dumbbell rows and I did the last 3 sets. Now I've been doing a 5x5 workout. It's mostly what I do. For those of you that don't know what the 5x5 is, just go Google it. Watch, there's tons of videos on it. I'm not going to get, this is not really a fitness challenge, you guys. It's just the crazy stuff that I get into and the challenges that I do. So I'm not really going to give you a whole lot about what 5x5 is, but I'll tell you briefly, short version, it's basically when you do 5 sets, 5 reps, and you take just one major exercise per body group. So for chest, I usually just do bench press. Sometimes I'll change it up, and you do want to change it up. You don't do the same 5 or 6 exercises every week. You want to kind of change it up so you get other parts. So if you like, say, your legs, sometimes I'll do squats, sometimes I'll do deadlifts. I always do a kettlebell swing routine, and I do curls. Sometimes I'll do hammer curls for shoulders. Sometimes I'll do presses. Sometimes I'll do raises. Just do different things. So you want to change it up. I do a 5x5, and it's really not a lengthy workout. It's easy. I mean, I shouldn't say easy, but it's a quicker, and I do a full body. It's just something I've done for years. I've done 5x5 for a long time, and I usually do full body 3 days a week when I'm real serious. So I did that. So I got injured a little bit on Tuesday, but I've had this problem, so I knew exactly what to do to sort of solve it. But it made me question whether or not I could continue this challenge. Like, am I pushing myself too hard? Have I bitten off more than I can chew? Schedule was really the biggest thing. And so I kind of floundered a little bit during the week. I didn't do anything that made me fail, but I started slacking. So after Tuesday, I got up and I didn't do my workouts like I should have in the morning. I had been doing a morning routine and an afternoon routine. And so that meant in the afternoons when I got off of work, I'd have to do a workout and then eat dinner, prepare dinner, eat dinner. And then I would have to do my second workout. And so that sometimes put me, later in the day doing that workout, and I'd have to move all my schedule around for other things that I was supposed to be doing. So I can't say enough that you got to plan your day, you got to plan your workouts, you got to plan your meals. You really need, it's going to help you get really focused on what's important to you and what's not important to you. So what I decided to do, I just had enough Thursday night. I was kind of pissed at myself more than anything. I was still doing workouts, but I wasn't lifting weights. And Friday I got up, or Thursday night I decided that Friday I was going to get back on track and get real focused and real serious. And that's what I did. So I got up Friday morning. I did my body weight exercise, my body weight routine. And I tell you, I just slayed the day. I felt good all throughout the day. I was just killing it. And it was good. It felt good to get some things done. So your confidence will improve when you get focused and you accomplish these tasks. Saturday I got up, I lifted weights. And I didn't do my back. I just back's still giving me pain. I wanted to take it easy, and that's what I did. So I didn't do the back part of the 5x5, but I did everything else. And you got to work around injuries. You can't let something stop you, and that's where the head game comes in. You got to go around it. You have to find a solution to it, modify your workout, modify your day, modify your plans, modify your routine, and that's what I did. I did my evening walk did my outdoor workout. You got to do 145-minute outdoor workout. I did that, and it was great. It felt good, and I saw some improvements in my weight. I was 192 when I started this. Well, I'm sorry, 199.2 when I started. I was 185.2. So that's 14 pounds in 5 weeks of fat that was lost. And I'll show you some update pictures on day 38, which is the halfway point. So look for that. But I'm very, very pleased at the transformation I'm seeing physically and the transformation that I'm seeing mentally. But I did the math, and I'll tell you, I didn't lose any weight almost for a whole week. I was starting to be a little bummed that I hadn't seen any progress on the scale, and it just goes to show you again, don't get hung up on the scale. But I got up yesterday and I had dropped 3 pounds, so I knew the whoosh was coming. If you don't know what the whoosh is, for those who do keto and carnivore, it's a real thing, and it happened. So Saturday, I shouldn't have been doubting myself. Should have trusted the process. Saturday got up and I literally had lost like 2 or 3 pounds overnight. So trust the process. And stick to your diet, don't get distracted, stay focused. And I did that. It worked out. Again, a few more pounds, but I did the math. So 14 pounds over 5 weeks is 2.8 pounds. So roughly I've lost 3 pounds a week, which is good. And with the workout I'm doing, I'm actually not restricting my food at all. I eat as much as I want, and I've lost basically 3 pounds a week, which is really pretty aggressive in most weight loss programs, unless you're just straight dieting and not exercising. So to lose 3 pounds and put on muscle, that's pretty awesome in my opinion. Things are going great. I'm not upset. So I'm re-energized, I'm refocused, I'm fired up. Let's talk about the book. So I finished Relentless, and it's by Tim Grover. If you haven't read Relentless, I don't recommend a lot of books, as you guys know. Even in my coaching, there's like 4 or 5 books I'll recommend that I like. But I like this book, Tim S. Grover, Relentless, and you can apply this to every aspect of your life. If you want to be great at something, and he talks about coolers, cleaners, closers, and that book was recommended to me by another podcast that I listened to, and I was kind of like, coolers, closers, cleaners, that sounds kind of stupid. And I tell you, it's pretty interesting. So if you want to be unstoppable, which is sort of the premise of the book, then there's some life lessons. If you just pay attention, you can learn that book. So definitely go check it out. I finished Relentless. I'm working on reading Your Money or Your Life right now, and I'm also working on, I'm still reading, I keep picking it up, putting it down, $1 Million Offers. Can't think of the author's name, Alex Hormozi. So go check them out. Both those books. I mean, $1 Million Offers is a good book. I got the premise of it already. Let me just say that I'm already about halfway through it. So I keep kind of putting it down, but I do need to finish it because there's a lot of things I need to absorb and implement in my own practice. As you know, I'm a small business coach, so those things are beneficial to me. Let's talk about diet this week. I don't think I've talked about diet not much on this particular video, but diet's very important. The 75 Hard Challenge. I haven't really changed much. Been doing carnivore, eating lots of beef. I did notice that I ate some cheese yesterday. So today when I got up, I actually put on a couple of pounds. But again, I did a weight routine yesterday. And when I eat cheese, it just seems to inflame me. Like I can eat cheese and I'll put on a couple pounds for a couple of days. And then if I just cut cheese out, poof. So I did eat some cheese. Again, it's on the diet, so it's cool, but I just need to make sure that I moderate that and kind of minimize that to an extent. Had some eggs today. Excuse me. Lots of beef. Had some ribeyes Friday night. It was awesome, and everything's going really well. So I got nothing to really talk about on the thing. Now I did have a night that I ate some sausage, and it was some processed sausage, and it was a national known brand. It wasn't sausage I get at my local meat market like what I usually eat. And it was good. It was delicious. But in the middle of the night, about 2 or 3 in the morning, man, I got up with a sugar craving, and it was tough. I really wanted to go eat some ice cream or some peanut butter, and I didn't. I refrained, but it was tough. So I know that if you hear about that in the carnivore community and the keto community, that when you eat some of those processed foods, they have chemicals in them and/or some fake sugars in them that will make your body crave sugars, and that happened. That's legit. It really happened to me. I got up and I wanted some food in the middle of the night, and I am a big middle of the night junk food eater, or I was, and I haven't had any of those midnight cravings since I've been really strict on carnivore. And it really makes you wonder what the Food and Drug Administration, or the food industry, let me say that, not the FDA, but the food industry in general, what are they putting in our food that makes us behave in that way? And maybe I just have a weak constitution when it comes to sugar. Could be some truth to that. But I've been doing really well on the diet. But again, mental aspect of this challenge cannot be understated, cannot be underestimated. You've got to get your mind right if you're going to get the rest of your stuff right on this challenge and in your life. All right, physically, I continue to see improvements in my fitness and my overall endurance. I've kind of already talked about lifting weights this week, so I'm not going to get too heavy into that aspect of the challenge. But what I will say is that the 75 Hard Challenge has taught me the importance of discipline, consistency, and the power of a determined mindset. So it's a reminder that we're capable of much, much more than we believe ourselves to be if we just get focused. And of course, we give ourselves credit for what we've already accomplished. One thing I forgot to mention, I talked the last video about it. I was going to try some alternate day fasting over this last week that I just finished, and I didn't do too well on that. Again, it's not a 75 hard fail because it wasn't necessarily part of the diet, but it was something I was going to push myself and challenge myself to this week. And Tuesday was supposed to be the day I was going to do the first alternate day fasting. I'm driving around in my car, things are going well. I'm like, you got some bacon in that bag over there. I was like, nah, you don't need to eat. You're supposed to be fasting today. 30, 45 minutes later, you got some bacon in that bag over there, right? So note to self, when you're supposed to be fasting, don't have bacon in your car. All right, don't have bacon with you. Because as we know, bacon is delicious. Bacon is gold. And so I didn't do too well on the fasting part. I'm reconsidering. Again, I'm still making progress. I'm making fantastic progress, in my opinion, of what I originally wanted to start and finish and do. But I really would like to push myself with some new challenges. So I may do some alternate day fasting this week. I may not. I don't want to promise you guys I'm going to do something and I just fail on it or slough it off. So I may or may not do some alternate day fasting this week. And I don't know why I'm not doing. I've done alternate day fasting before. I've done 48, 72s, and I've done 5-day fast was my longest extended fast. So I know I can fast. I know I can fast. I just don't know why I'm not committing to it. I think it's in I'll go back to that mental thing. It's in my brain. Hey, you're doing 2 workouts a day, so you shouldn't be fasting. It's going to be too tough on you. I don't know. It's all in my brain. But if maybe I can get past that hiccup, I'll show you guys what alternate day fasting maybe can or cannot do for you while you're on the 75 Hard Challenge. That's really all I got for you guys today. That's kind of where I'm at so far, day 35. Thank you for watching today's video and being a part of my 75 Hard Challenge and the journey in general. If you found this video insightful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing to the channel. That really helps me a lot, and of course it'll keep you up to date on future updates. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing on your own personal journey and if there are any specific topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. Remember, the mental strength is just as important as the physical strength. Keep pushing forward, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.